Hi, I'm Felsky, and today we are going to take a look at the Tree Builder app for my Skilltree plugin. We will talk about two important concepts when using the Tree Builder. Check out how to create a tree and to create two different nodes, one that unlocks a skill, the other that increases some stats for our character. First, we're going to start by adding a new tree and give it a unique identifier. The unique identifier can really be anything. I personally prefer to just use an uppercase name, Knight in our case. Next up is the header line. This is usually the name of the tree, like Knight, Wizard, Fire Mage, or if you create a technology tree, it could be like Construction, or Science, or Survival, or Hunting. We are going to use Knight. The description is a short text giving the player some information about what to expect from this tree. If you want to show icons next to the header, you need to change the icon index field. Just leave it to 0 if you don't want to use any icons here. You can also use a background image to give your skill tree more style. Okay, now let's move on to the actual nodes of the tree. First, you need to understand the concept of lanes and depth. Lanes and depth are like rows and columns in a table. Take a look at this picture of a finished tree. It got 3 lanes and 5 depths. I personally usually draw the tree on paper first on a grid to have it easier when creating the tree. Good, now let's go over a few nodes in the tree. Let's start with the first node. As you can see, a node also needs a unique identifier. I personally just use the unique identifier of the tree and add some numbers to it. Next up is lane and depth. Let's take a look at my drawing. Yeah, it needs to be 2 and 1. Our node also needs a header line and a description. Now we want the node not being handed out for free, so we're going to add some gold cost. For this node, there's one thing left to do. It needs to have some effect when the player activates it. For the first node, we want to add some stats to the character. Now let's take a look at the second node. Again, we fill out the fields like unique identifier, lane, depth, description, and so on. To link the nodes, we need to take a look at the parent concept. If you want to give the player the feeling of progression, we need to make it that some nodes need others to be unlocked first. If we can add all the nodes that need to be unlocked before this node will be unlockable. In our case, the first node we created, Knight 01, is the parent of this node. Now let's say that we have a node that has 3 parents, but the player only needs to unlock 2 parents. How do we do that? We can change the amount of needed parents at this point. For us, it will be 1, as we need to unlock all the nodes. As this node is a bit more into the tree, we will make the cost a bit higher. Finally, we add a new skill to the node. Great! Now you learned everything to start making a simple tree. We learned how to create the tree itself, add 2 types of nodes, and how to link the nodes. With this knowledge, you can jump right in to make your own tree. If you have any questions on how to do certain things with this plugin, leave a comment below. Have fun!